Hello, welcome to Matt Loves Eurovision. This is my Eurovision 2023 top 37 countdown, place number 36. And it's Romania, Theodor Andrei and D.G.T off and on. Please do click on the subscribe button, click on that notification bell, and always like, share and comment below. Now this is the reverse of the runners-up spot. It's the second from bottom in my personal top 37, and it's taken by a young man from Romania called Theodor Andrei, who is also the co-composer and the co-writer of this entry for Eurovision. So D.G.T off and on. Now the D.G.T of the title derives from the Romanian D.G.T or D.G.T. I'm not entirely 100% sure which one it is, how you pronounce that. But it D.G.T in Romanian means come on. So there's a play on words there with the title. The song itself is a mix of Romanian and English. And I should have said, I also didn't say in my first video in these previews, but I'm not doing any kind of video inserts, but I will have the link to the national final performance, or the official video will be in the description, so you can go off and have a watch of the video if you haven't happened to see it already. I know many of you will have done. Now, Romania qualified for the final last year for the first time since 2017. So can they can they sort of maintain their refound sort of qualifying mojo? This came through a national final, which is Selecția Națională. This is a long-running Romanian national final show, somewhat under the radar of the wider fandom, I think. I mean, I have to confess, I wasn't able to follow all of the national finals. I didn't follow Romania's closely this year. Sometimes you follow certain ones because there's a buzz of the certain songs, and I hadn't heard much about Romania's one, so I didn't even know kind of who was the favourite. I think this went a bit under the radar and a bit out of nowhere, but maybe that wasn't the case for those of you in Romania. Maybe this was expected. I don't know. Not unusually for a Eurovision artist, he has come through, or he has some experience in the reality TV singing show route. He competed in the Romanian The Voice Kids, and then also in the adult X Factor, although not with a great deal of success in those. But he has since received a musical award last year for as a singer-songwriter on one of his songs. So the song's strength, as I see it, is in the very quirky but very committed sort of stage performance. And again, if you look at the link in the national final performance, you can see that for yourself. He has said that he has deliberately blurred musical genres into the song to try and appeal to as broad an audience as possible, particularly kind of across Europe. And he also wanted it to be different from previous Romanian entries. Now, I certainly think he's achieved the latter, but I'm not entirely sure. I think the former remains to be seen about how broad the appeal of this is. For me, and the reason why I have it place number 36 is I just find it all a little bit shouty. I can understand that it's in theme with the kind of what the song is about, and but yes, I just don't find it, and you can see he's very a committed performer. I just don't like that. It's just not a style I enjoy, and I haven't. It's not something I want to kind of listen to again and again. It's as I call it, a designated Spotify skipper, and I think that's why I have it quite low down, or very low down, in my own rankings. It will have its fans though, but I'm not sure that will be enough to propel Theodor into the grand final. So in terms of that kind of qualifying chances, Romania have been given a rotten place at the running order in their semi-final. They are third place in the running order, which historically has the worst qualification record of any place in the running order for qualifying to the grand final. And usually it can only be overcome by either having a very strong song that will do well with juries and televote, or a popular song that might do well with a televote or might do very well with the diaspora. Now, Romanian entries do tend to do better than with the televote than juries, and of course, as you know, we are just televote only in the semi-final, so that's a positive. However, they don't have, in this particular semi-final, they don't have that many diaspora voting countries. Spain, which was one of the big five, is the only country that historically tends to vote from a diaspora perspective for Romania. So yes, they may be struggling to get kind of those sort of that core of diaspora votes. And so while I don't think it's looking that great from a qualification spot, and it's not my cup of tea, I do appreciate the fact that it does include both Romanian and English. And that's the first time they've had Romanian in a song since 2015. And while I think the national final staging and the performance was perhaps a bit messy in a way, there's enough there that suggests there is a lot of creativity there from him and from the team, and I'll be interested to see how that plays out on the bigger Liverpool stage in just a few weeks' time. But do let me know what you think of Romania's entry, and do join me again for the next in my rankings countdown. Take care.